this is gonna be so bad. Whatever happens to you is your fault. Many believe that this symbol represents the pillars of early Celtic Christian teachings. When will you fucking learn to listen to me? If you're a witch, you should be able to close all communication. This is dangerous. Your rituals should guarantee that no harm comes to them. And to this, I'm moving the fucking table. You don't put historical facts into it. You just make up shit. Now, with Cory gone, that's gonna be better. I wish this was actually sharp. If you're gonna spit shit, shut it. Hey there, my fellow spooky sicklers. Welcome to another episode of Paranormal Tuesdays. My name is Sissy or Mia, depending on which alter ego decides to show up. And I'm a psychic, witch, medium, clairvoyant, clairvoyant. Basically a jack of all trades when it comes to the paranormal. On Tuesdays, we sit down and I'm reacting to paranormal investigations out here on YouTube, and I'm telling you what I can see, hear, feel, or what I think they're doing right, wrong, and just deconstructing the paranormal to its rawest form. But we also have Witchcraft Wednesdays, which will take some time to upload because they're as much information as I can give you. So they take a while to get the information, put it on a script, then record it, that fucking fell, and edit it. Well, yeah, it takes a while, but yeah. On Witchcraft Wednesdays, we talk everything about witchcraft, spirituality, deity work, angels, demons, and all that jazz. So if you want the whole spiel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of that. Anyway, today, overnight, we are doing the whole UK and Ireland thingy, because if you're new here, I do live in the UK, and you bet your asses I will be moving to Ireland. So I have thoughts. I've seen two so far. Both were bad. One was better than the other. Both were bad. Now, spoiler, I know one thing that happens here, and that is only because of Side-Eye Guy's video on the table turning. A thing to know about this one, this is fake. You can clearly tell from the other person at the Paranormal Files. I don't know his name, I don't remember his name, I don't give a fuck. This is fake. But we're gonna have a look at what I can see, because this is the RAM in, I think. So without any further ado, let us get to oh yeah,
buildings in Britain.
Drop that even harder if you're a demon.
The Ramin was the most evil place he had ever had the misfortune to visit.
already in the fucking intro we have rock it even harder if you are a demon. No, everything's a fucking demon, you dumb shit.
Sumus, tu servi, per tenebras, per flamen.
Oh, we're doing the whole Latin thing again. Actually, I'm gonna leave the rant for when it happens, because overnight did it again and I had a whole last rant about it. So let us wait until it gets there. And they have a knife. Let's just wait until it gets there, okay?
Per sanguinum, nos tibi, unifimus. Welcome back, or welcome to the Overnight channel, everyone. We're with two amazing people, Colin and Connor. Paranormal Files. Somehow we'd have taken...
Well, I may not like them. Well, I haven't seen too much of them. I haven't really seen anything of them, but I want to say congratulations to Dawson Toller for being able to collaborate with the Paranormal Files, and he's a very good guy, a very good paranormal investigator, and I am glad this is getting him out on the map because of that. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Congratulations to Dawson Toller. Let us continue. Even if I don't like them, that doesn't mean we can't say congratulations, you know?
Upon a 5,000-year-old pagan burial ground. There is no doubt that the history of the ancient Ram Inn is complex and layered in the soil and mortality of it. But the modern hauntings and stories of terror that brought us here today began in the late 1960s by a man named John Humphreys, who wished to protect the historical building and then called it his own home. He had numerous claims of the vicious hauntings that would torment him during his sleep, violently dragging him out of bed and across the room. Yet even still, he persisted to call this place his home. Determined to not give up his pledge to preserve the ancient Ram Inn, he continued to sleep in the home and to be awoken in the middle of the night by demonic activity. He stayed there alone, as his wife and 3 daughters refused to stay with him. As each night he fought to survive, he would spend his days finding answers to what tortures him in the evening. Evidence was found of ritual sacrifice, devil worship, and the skeletal remains of children underneath the staircase. Alongside of the remains, broken daggers believed to be used in this horrific ritual, left in a manner so that whatever evil may have been summoned could never be undone. The hauntings documented in the ancient Ram Inn vary to an extreme level, with their reasons for occurring being equally as horrific. The former innkeeper's daughter was believed to be hung in the attic. The spirits of the unknown amount of children that were murdered here are now known to roam the home. Centuries worth of various exorcisms and dark practices have compiled here into Rome, hung, with their reasons for occurring being equally as horrific. The former innkeeper's daughter is believed to be hung in the attic. The spirits of the unknown amount of children that were murdered here are now known to roam.
What is the proof that children were murdered there? You just said that the house was built upon a 5,000-year-old pagan burial ground. Okay? And you found bones of children. 5,000 years ago, no one would live past 30 years old. Right? I don't know. Might be too much, might be too little. But you get what I'm saying. Science wasn't advanced then to live as much as we are living now. Infant and children deaths were so common back then, unfortunately, but that is the historical fact. That keeps like circling with overnights. We're just gonna make up shit. We don't care about the historical context. No. Children were murdered by devil worshipping witches, and it is the demons that killed them. I might be wrong. You know, there might actually be a thing that says like actual children were murdered there. But based on everything you have just said, based on the information you have just given, you haven't given a fact as to how or when these children were murdered. Just because you found children's bones, that doesn't mean that someone murdered them. It just means if it was from 5,000 years ago, they died of natural causes, which they didn't have the fucking thing to treat back then. Historical context.
A near visible darkness that consumes this property. The bishop's room is considered to be the most haunted of them all, where those meant to represent the good and the light were abusing their power and inflicting atrocious treatment upon those they were meant to protect. The alleged occurrences that took place here are too graphic for us to share. During the time in which John would sleep in the main part of the home, he reported that an incubus and succubus would haunt and inflict their terror upon him and anyone who would dare stay overnight. The evidence documented here and feelings visitors immediately acquire upon entering are immense. The stories John shared is only heightened by the thousands of guests that have had paranormal encounters here as well.
Let us talk about the incubus and the succubus. They could be the same thing. What I'm saying, the same thing, is that, I don't know if by the time that this is gonna be up, the demons episode that I have always referenced is gonna be up, but an incubus, which is a male sex demon, could transform himself into a succubus, which is a female sex demon, have sex with a man, get them to impregnate them, like ejaculate. We have to be kind of PG. Ejaculate in them, and when, right, while the semen from the human person still inside them, then they turn into an incubus again, male sex demon, have sex with a human woman, and get pregnant with the semen of the other guy. So, I'm not saying it could be two separate being, an incubus and a succubus. It could be one being posing as both, because they could do that. Okay? So, yeah. Of course we're gonna make everything demonic, though. Of course.
This is what you're talking about? Yeah, they found kids' bones and a sacrificial dagger. Still haven't found all of them. They believe this whole house is built on top of a pagan burial ground.
That's it.
Let's go back for a sec.
Sorry. This is what you're talking about? Yeah, they found kids' bones and a sacrificial dagger. Still haven't found all of them.
Who says it was sacrificial dagger? Just because you use daggers for rituals, I have one there, got it from Florence. Just because you use daggers for rituals, that doesn't mean they use them to kill children. And again, he didn't say, he insinuated, not a fact, but he insinuated that the dagger was found on the children. So basically that it was the dagger that killed them. If the bones of the children were found here, and the dagger here, like somewhere farther away, but still like around the property, that doesn't mean the dagger was used to kill the fucking children. Okay? There is also a thing where you would bury your loved ones with the important stuff in their life. See the mummies. Or see the Vikings. Plus, a dagger, back then, swords, daggers, they were the main thing of, you know, like you Americans would have a pew-pew. Stop insinuating stuff. Also, Christianity has sacrificed goats and animals. That's not cruelty at all. To sacrifice something or someone to the gods. Why, it's a Christian god or a pagan god? Stop insinuating shit. Just because they were found in the same vicinity, you said yourself, ancient burial ground. stop. And he's the one that's gonna do the faking. With the table turning. Just so you know. Shut up. Shush. If you're gonna spit shit, shut it. Thank you. Let's continue. Shall we? How much do you wanna bet I'm gonna get a copyright strike? Or a very long email saying they didn't fake it. And stop being so rude. Wow, being rude is my thing. Okay? That's my channel. That's how I am. All the time. It's all you, it's everyone. So you're not special.
They believe this whole house is built on top of a pagan burial ground.
And it's interesting too, it's not just like bones, it's actual sacrifices. Which is...
Where is the fact that they were sacrifices? Who says? Give me the historical books that say those were sacrifices. Do you just make it up from your fucking noggin? Give me. And if you do give me that, I will apologize. Give me the historical textbooks that say there were sacrifices. Give me it.
I think, sure.
She actually stuck a phone down there on a stick, and you can see the tunnels that go underneath the house connecting this.
Oh, they
to the
legitimately
church.
discovered the full tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, that's
Interestingly,
really cool.
it connects to the crypt of the church.
Yeah.
Not just the church itself, so like graves, and a psychic also said she sees kids crawling out of that hole.
So a
know.
kid could fit there.
Yeah. Elton could.
You know, after it's happening, I think of more, you know? You focus on the kids. Fine. Understandable, because when it's kids, it's more intense. It's more brutal. I get it. I also get very, emotional, very whatever, when it comes to kids. I do. But was there only kids' bones found? Or are we just choosing to just say about the kids? Again, it was a burial ground. Based on what you've said, okay? Based on what you've said, it was a burial ground. Burial ground. Not just kids were dying. Elderly people were dying. Women, men were dying. Are we just choosing to say just about the children? If they were, because it was 5,000 years old, I'm gonna give you like a bit of an extreme number, but you'll get my point. If there were 5,000 children buried, 5,000 children, and 75,000 adults. The math ain't mathing. Well, it is mathing, but still. If there were more adults, for example, elderly people, why are we just choosing to talk about the children? Which, yes, the children should be talked about, of course. Of course. But who says if something is haunting that part is an adult and not the children? Be for real. Think critically. Okay? Make questions. Use that. That's why you have it. Use it. Okay? Yeah. I'm a witch. I'm a psychic. But I do prefer to use my noggin before I go to my intuition and my gifts. I prefer to go to the science, to the history, to the facts, before the magic, before the paranormal. Okay? Think critically. And stop making up shit just to make it scarier. That's why I salute Dawson Fowler and Nightmare Nation and Entity 7 Paranormal Joe Vitale. Critical thinking skills. I know it's rare, but try. Yeah? Thanks. Oh my god, 11 minutes in. Fuck me. A death ritual. I mean, we're gonna also talk when they do the ritual. I've given a ritual to Dawson to hype up a bit of like the paranormal activity. Do you know what the intention of a death ritual is? They could be two things, right? One is actual death. What is actual death, and how I know is a bit of trauma dump. My ex's girlfriend, when she found out that I was pregnant with his kid, that's why I'm saying some of them are fucking insane, and I understand why people hate us. When she found out that I was pregnant with his kid, she hired someone to put a death curse on me. So the death curse was a death ritual. I was protected, but who wasn't? The pregnancy. Do you see me carrying a kid? No. But that death ritual, that death curse, had more stuff in it, insanity and all that stuff. Of course I broke it. Second, what it could be, is a ritual to honor the dead. Right? I think of it when you go like a memorial type of thing. How do you say that in English and in Christianity? A memorial, when you have a funeral, is a death ritual. It's to cross the spirit over, to help them rest in peace and just honor them. Funerals and memorials are death rituals. Sorry from people who just take up whatever and make a ritual. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad. And whether you believe in it or not, you shouldn't be messing and doing stuff that you're not sure of. Let's go, because, you know, we'll do the ritual and then I will have more stuff to say. So let's just...
Earlier, you kept saying, like, agitated, on board, like, keep it going. As soon as we stopped, it was just like, come on, yeah. Basically, I reached out to a practicing witch and was like, hey, if we go to locations, could you look at the history and then write out, like, a list of things we can do to essentially, like, help summon something. Just because I feel like for the last few years, I've only gone the scientific route.
Virginia.
But I've always wanted to.
Since when have you just gone the scientific route? Just because you have used equipment, that doesn't mean use the scientific route. We had Corey who said, oh my god, it is all demons. I wouldn't call that scientific.
To go like this route as well, just to see if it makes any difference. And because I was already in here with you before without anything like this, then I feel like it would be kind of like an A/B test. Now if things start moving and shit flying off the walls, and it's like we should start doing stuff like this at every location. It says this ritual must be conducted deep within the location, typically in the banqueting hall or where members would historically gather. Ritual must occur deep into the night at witching hour, when the veil between worlds is thinnest, which is now.
It doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. Do you think I'm gonna be staying up until like 3 fucking a.m. to do a fucking ritual? I wake up at 4 a.m. No. Do you think I'm waiting for a certain phase of the moon to do rituals? No. Besides the Halloween one that I did. But, you know, that was a last minute thing. It doesn't have to. Okay?
You will need a minimum of 5 participants, symbolizing the 5 points of the pentagram, with 1 leader who will act as the summoner or high priest. 6 black candles should be placed in a pentagram pattern around the ritual area. The candles represent the 5 points of power. A silver chalice filled with red wine, symbolizing blood, shall be used in the ritual. A ceremonial dagger with a black hilt will be used for symbolic offerings, and you will...
Wait. Should I bring wine from downstairs? Dagger is here. Well, it's not a black hilt, but it will have to do. You know, because it's so important for it to have a black hilt, silver, and it has crosses in it. I wish this was actually sharp, so I would just like stick it here, like.
Need a horned bell. This will be rung to mark the beginning and end of the ritual.
We're family.
It says a lock of hair or personal item from each participant, symbolizing their commitment to the ritual. Lastly, you will need sigils of summoning inscribed on parchment, representing the names of dark entities or demons from ancient grimoires. It says the participants stand in a circle, each holding a lit black candle. The leader stands in the center, holding the chalice and dagger. The leader begins by ringing the bell 3 times, signaling the opening of the ritual. Who would like to be the leader?
I use the bell as sound cleansing when I can't smoke cleanse. Without white sage and Palo Santo, because this is fucking a closed practice. Oh look, you can smoke cleanse with incense. Who would have thought? Oh my god. But yeah, you could start a ritual with...
Leader?
Sure. From going to school to be a pastor
Right.
to leading.
That's why you might be the perfect
I'm
person.
full circle.
As
What's
above,
next?
As above, so below.
Evening.
Good evening.
Chalice, dagger.
And then in Latin, you have to read something.
Oh, great.
I think we all have to stand.
Okay.
It says we all have to stand. And then here's your invocation of darkness.
We will make a noise.
In nomine tenebris.
Or started. I have said this before. I did say it before, they went on a castle. And at least on the castle, they had actual the invocation in Latin. And apparently what it meant, and it had nothing to do, like, I did a Google search. I went on 3 or 4 different translating thingies. Nothing. Latin is, it's not a dead language because it's still used, but it's not used to talk. It is used to study, the same as ancient Greek. We are getting taught ancient Greek in school. I'm from Greece. If you don't know, hi. We are taught ancient Greek in school, but we use it to study. You don't know what it says. I won't speak to you ancient Greek, but I will speak to you Greek. And I hope all the Greeks right now, they don't watch me. So, I could say to you, τώρα θα πας σε αυτό το στοιχειωμένο σπίτι και όλα τα φαντάσματα θα έρθουν πάνω σου και θα πάρουν όλη σου την ενέργεια και όλη σου την ψυχική υγεία και θα τους πεις ευχαριστώ. And it will tell you, this means that I am creating the circle right now to protect you. And all the spirits in this house, please protect them. But also show them what you can do. Trust me. That's what that means. That's what that means. Nothing else. Nothing else. It doesn't mean anything else but what I told you. It means. And you'll do it. Or give me a second. Could be very, very fucking quick second. I will give you this sigil. And I tell you, this protects you. This protects you. Do it. It will protect you. I just made it up. No intention behind it whatsoever. I could have put the intention behind it that you get fucking possessed. And then you will need me to reverse it. So you give me money to reverse it. I just made it up. You just saw me making it up. No intention. Just some random scribbles. Here. Protects you. And that's what I'm saying. Don't trust anyone. Even me. Don't trust me. With anything. If that's your skepticism, fine. Fine. I don't give a fuck. Seriously. Question me if that means you question everyone else. You don't question. Did you do a quick Google search to see what that means? Because obviously on that castle you didn't. It was complete random Latin words that were just like put together. And that's an incantation. I could just tell you in Greek. Για υπολογιστή, μικρόφωνο, κρέμα, λάμπα, μαξιλάρι. That is an incantation. I was just fucking listing everything around me. I was just listing the microphone, I was listing the fucking lamp, I was listing the fucking cream, moisturizing cream. But that is an incantation. do your research, for fuck's sake! Fuck! You know, the thing with the 5-point star, the 5-point pentagram, I've also said it. It's one of the things that I've said to Dawson to do. I've said it. Yes. Because the pentagram is a protective symbol. Okay? Whatever you might think is a lie. The pentagram is not a satanic symbol. The pentagram is a protection symbol that has been used from pagan groups. Was it Celtic? I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But it has been used from pagan groups for centuries for protection. Not to conjure the devil, but to keep the devil, if you want to call him the devil, away. Yes, I'm sorry, baby. Do I shout too much? It's all good. Yeah, bye-bye. My cat.
Ex quo omnia lux vocamus te domine infre ad hoc sanctum vocum aperi portus ad redunum obscuritas exodi fata nostra.
Sound like you were so nervous in class, like reading for the first time.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. It's my first ritual.
Translation is, in the name of darkness, from which all light flees.
What I'm gonna do? What we're gonna do? Let's go. English to Latin. Okay. We will put it here. And look what I'm having it here. You can't see it on the thing, but I will go back. So I will tell you right now what Google Translate says. So, in nomine tenebrarum in quo omnis lax fugit te invocamus te dominium inferorum, huic sacro loco portas regni tenebrarum aperi et exodi preses nostras. Let's go. Back. That is from Google Translate. I will put it through other ones as well. See if it's the same one.
Invocation of darkness.
We will make a noise.
In nomine tenebris ex quo omnia lux vocamus te domine infre ad hoc sanctum vocum aperi portus ad redunum obscuritas.
He missed so much. So far it is the same, but he missed a lot. He missed a lot. I don't know if that's on him or that's the way they gave it to him. So let's put it here. So it's the same here in nomine tenebrarum in cui omnis lux fugit. No. But he missed so much. So in a way, it could be correct, but he didn't say it properly. And of course, I don't know Latin, so again, I don't know if it's correct. It could be correct, but I don't know how Latin works. I haven't been taught Latin, so I don't know if even him missing or saying incorrectly those things would, you know. Now, what was the thing? How exactly was the thing? Oh my god, fuck's sake. So Wait. Note. So, in the name of darkness, which all light flees, we call upon the Lord of the Underworld to the sacred place, open the gate to the kingdom of shadows, and hear our pleas. Which Lord of the Underworld? One thing that I can tell you, because obviously what I gave to Dawson is very, very different. Shit. That fell. What I gave to Dawson is very, very different. It is to amp up the paranormal activity. So what I gave to him, yes, he will, if he does it, he will invoke Lady Hecate. Hecate. Okay? The Greek word is Hecate. Not Hecate. 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 Okay? Because Hecate, because you don't like it, Hecate is the goddess of ghosts. Ghosts. Just because you are the lord of the underworld, that doesn't mean you rule over the ghosts. Or whatever. Other people may have ownership of that. I want to see what they will do with the dagger and why the wine. There are rituals that I've done where I've had to have alcoholic drinks. They were all when I was doing curses. Or releasing rituals, or releasing of emotions and whatnot. The dagger I've used for curses, and I will use for another one. There is a thing, how's it called in witchy terms? There is the, not a dagger, it's called an athame. It is a ceremonial blade. You know, usually you would have to point stuff and it looks more dangerous, I guess. But an athame or a ceremonial thing could be this pen. It could be this lighter. Pointing to the north, south, east, and west. It could be used to draw up in the dirt the pentagram or other sigils or on tree trunks.
Wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but
12.
Does it say? Does it literally say it somewhere? The leader dips the dagger into the chalice, then anoints each participant on the forehead with a drop of the wine. You anoint us on the forehead, and then you say that right after.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
With you, put in your hair, whatever hair, it's your DNA, in that you have now locked yourself in the ritual. So you have attached yourself in the ritual. I don't trust that. That could be something bad. You know, hero, please. Jin just said, use our bodies however you wish. So now you are, in a way, attached to the ritual. So whatever happens to you is your fault. Because you listened to someone and didn't think to like research. how do witches' rituals work. So whatever happens to you is your fault. Good job. Now with the anointing, you haven't put an intention to that wine. So it's just the wine and now you're gonna be sticky. You haven't anointed if there's nothing to use as an anointing. An anointing oil, for example, for the candles that I'm making, they have the intention of activating whatever spell. There is a different anointing oil for activating a spell. There is a different anointing oil for using as an offering to the gods. And for every god, it has to be a different anointing oil. What does that... You haven't done anything with the wine. You haven't done anything with the wine. What is the purpose of the wine? Nothing. You better get wine drunk than what you just did. I'll just put the Brittany Broski clip every time, like...
La, 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 la.
It's cold. One for me too?
Thank you.
Yeah, might as well. Just go crazy.
Just for safety?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Sanguis pro animus pro vita acipe hos sacrificium et da nobis potestium.
I want the
In
translation.
editing,
Knock it
I'm
out
just
of the
gonna
park.
I'm just gonna dub over you and just
Okay,
make it
good.
something like sanguius properasta.
Alright, perfect.
Just gonna completely dub over you.
Sanguius?
Sangria un. Translation.
Wait, let's go back. Translation. History. From. Okay.
Blood for power. Spirit for life. Accept this sacrifice and grant us your power. Sigil activation. The sigils inscribed on parchment are placed.
Accept the sacrifice. Good job! I could ever see it on Ginger's eyes.
Around the ritual circle. The leader then lights them on fire one by one while chanting the names of the entities written on them.
Okay, so this one is air, which represents communication with the spirits.
There's two meanings to that
So,
one.
yeah, this way it means protection,
That's Algis.
and then this way is danger and a warning.
Don't mess with me.
This one is an ancient pagan deities because this is on a pagan burial ground. This one is Agaris.
That's the Celtic cross! I think that's what it's called. Wait. The Triquarta, the Trinity Knot. There is no definitive Celtic symbol for family, but there are several ancient Celtic knots that represent the meanings of eternal love, strength, and family unity. The Triquarta is thought to be the oldest symbol of spirituality. It is depicted in the 9th century Book of Kells Owen and so that, and also appears in Norwegian stave churches from the 11th century. To elaborate, Triquarta, also known as the Trinity Knot or Celtic Triangle, is one of the most beautiful Irish Celtic symbols, and it shows a circle interwoven with a continuous three-pointed symbol. It's a Celtic symbol for a pagan deity, a demon. The Celtic symbol for family. Family. If you went to Ireland and said that shit, they would smack your asses. They would smack you. The meaning of the Celtic knot is that with no beginning and no end, it represents unity and eternal spiritual life. The symbol line interweaves through the circle in an unbroken flow. Many believe that this symbol represents the pillars of early Celtic Christian teachings of the Holy Trinity: God, Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It also represents the unity of spirit when enclosed in a circle. The circle protects it, so the symbolic spirit cannot be broken. You are so fucking dumb!
A demon associated with natural disasters.
Which one is that?
This one is Agaris, a demon
Agaris. There are 72 demons. I cannot remember all of them. Agaris. I wanna see. So that it looks like his sigil. Agaris. What did he say?
associated with natural disaster.
Yeah. Teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians or clergymen, returns those who have run away. But the Triquarta is an ancient pagan god.
This one represents fire, summoning powerful and chaotic spirits and demons. And this one represents a demon, a sigil drawn to invoke chaos and fear.
Whose is that? Whose is that? That is...
And this one represents a demon, a sigil...
Fuck. I know the sigil. Whose is it? Is that Baal? Baal controls the weather, rain, and lighting. Cures or causes pestilence. Yeah, he has it the other way around. It should be the other way around. So like the cross type of thing should be on top.
Three times. Nos sumus tu servi per tenebras, per flammam, per sanguinum, nos tibi venisimus. Nos sumus tu servi per tenebras, per flammam, per sanguinum, nos tibi venisimus. Nos sumus tu servi per tenebras, per flammam, per sanguinum, nos tibi venisimus. Translation: we are your servants through darkness, through flame, through blood. We are bound to you. Says the leader.
Congrats. That's all I have to say. Because it's already 25 minutes. No recording for an hour and 20.
Drinks from the... Yeah. Johnny, you might want to switch the other side so that way you can see that if and when it happens.
Bro, it's almost 66.6.
No.
K2 fully to red.
Going off.
We haven't even like done anything yet.
No.
Before we do this,
Wait, is this 6?
we found the warning page that was given to us
Oh, great.
about the ritual. So I just figured might want to read it now, just so we know.
Just so we know what we...
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. That's crazy.
It says, every ritual I have created for you is designed to entirely open your mind, body, and soul to those on the other side. If done correctly, They will be given extreme access without limit to your existence and can communicate in whatever way they desire. This may be visions or hallucinations,
Recording.
physical feelings of joy or immense pain, personality changes, or complete possession. You may have thoughts that you have never had before.
So very, what's the word that I'm looking for? What's the word that I'm looking for? Anyway, good job. As a witch, it's like, oh, you could get fully possessed and not do anything to protect them from possession. No, everything that I do can get you fully possessed. Congratulations. I told you I didn't like it. Right? I told you. When will you fucking learn to listen to me? When? Like, me and my feelings have always been right. But you little shits don't listen. If there was any other company that was putting their clients or their staff in danger, they would have closed the fucking company. And the owner would have to pay hundreds and thousands in fines. But no, we're doing the paranormal. We want to get possessed. Oh, yeah. Everything I do will get you possessed. Everything I do will get you possessed.
If the area is known for positive energy, it does so as well. Yet it seems you have chosen to primarily go to darker locations on this trip. Best of luck, and remember, do not ignore the communication once you've completed any of these rituals. That explicitly means to not close the rituals until they have stopped all communication. I cannot guarantee that closing of the ritual means their connection or attachment may halt. After all, you have asked to summon them, and now they want their stories or messages heard. After all, I cannot guarantee that closing...
I cannot guarantee. If you're a witch, you should be able to close all communication. There is no thing of saying I cannot guarantee that this shit will stop, or you won't get attached, or whatever. This is dangerous. You're going to dangerous people. Besides the witches at Pando Hill, which I agreed with everything they did, fucking guys, you brought up the Hellfire Caves. Dangerous, so of course it's guys. This one is fucking dangerous. I cannot guarantee. Your rituals should guarantee that no harm comes to them while they're doing the ritual and after they've closed the ritual. You are employing dangerous people, and it will come to bite you in the ass. You should actually seek professionals who actually know what they're doing and they can guarantee your fucking safety.
K2 starting to spike too.
Like, what does that?
Dude, this is tripping me out.
Bro, you can feel the table like actually like someone's thumping on it.
I was wrong earlier. It was Spirido's video. Watch Spirido's video and look at his fucking green. He's moving the table. Did you see his hand there?
I'm scared.
It was.
What?
doing
The
that.
temperature's just dropping more and more and more too.
Can you push that chair off the table?
Church bells.
Yeah, okay.
Do
that's
you
better.
see? Like, you can clearly see.
Church bells.
Doom,
Yeah, okay, that's
doom,
better. Alright.
doom, doom. Look at that. Doom, boom, boom,
Alright.
boom, 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 boom.
Do you feel as though you are evil? Bright red. I know you can't see it, but you can hear it.
Look at that. Come on.
So bright red.
Look. Come on. It's clear.
Dude, feel that?
And you can't say, oh my god, because his hands are moving because the thingy is moving. No one else's hands are moving the way his are.
Red.
You see they're not moving, and then he's just going like that. Come on.
Me?
It's going right for you.
Look how much he's moving it. Come on, Sting.
Me?
It's
Oh, come on, look.
So rocking the hardest, it's getting really close to me.
You can hear.
Can you stop rocking the chair?
Whoa.
And now his hands just stopped.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Hey man, why do we wait for him?
You did a fuck off job. I want to see the comments. Okay. Important Elton Note edition. It's 4 AM for me and just got home from catacombs, so now seeing everyone's comments on the video because, as I always say, I read all my comments on... Yeah, Kelsey, no. With that being said, first and foremost, I do not fake anything. I have zero reason to. I do not care to. I do this because it's fun. I like busting bounds and trying new things. Table tipping was new to me, and hopefully each night will capture super awesome evidence on camera. I've literally done 100+ hours of live streamed investigations and investigated with over 1,000 subscribers across overnight tour, charity events, contests, etc, etc. So pretty please don't attack my character or the integrity of this channel when all I've done is try to be brutally honest and transparent at all times. I guess feel free to attack my character if it's about me being brutally honest. I personally do not attack Elton because it wasn't him that was doing it, it was, what is his name? Connor. Secondly, here's the brutal honesty. I've never done table tipping before. I think I kinda sorta watched it in Australia Ghost Hunt video like 5 years ago. And this was a new thing to try. The rocking chair on top the table was the idea of the owner of the ancient ramen, who I met early in the night when I showed up while Colin and Connor were filming their video. That's how that unfolded. Anyways, it seemed cool to try. Sure, why not? It's essentially the same principle as a Ouija board energy channeled into you, which moves a planchette that moves letters, numbers, yes, no. Same principle, everyone connects and channels on a GVA table, and then in theory the table tips. If Ouija boards are a Tony Stark of intelligent channeling, table tipping is the Hulk smashing version. In the interest of always trying new things, alas, table tipping. When it started working, that was neat and cool for me to experience, then I opted to add the K2 and Panasonic, etc. Now on to the meat and potatoes of the negative comments. I don't fake anything, hence a few pretty boring normal videos over the years and a lot of Patreon-only uploads due to no activity. This also means when it comes to editing, sometimes based on my travel schedule, I let our editor have full control over the edit and do what he wants. He's been working with me for 1.5 years now, so I trust him entirely. This was one of those videos I've been traveling since September 4th, non-stop. I just watched the footage of the table tipping stuff, and 100% I can understand everyone's perspective who is skeptical. Especially given that both camera guys were on the same side of the room, and that's the only angle everyone is seeing. I was also opposite side of table from when it was literally my first time seeing all of that too, and keeping your comments opinions in mind and knowing that you're only focusing on 2 people. But No. I was seeing Ginger, I was seeing you, I was seeing Jerry, and I was seeing Colin. I commented that Ginger, I could not see her moving. Colin, I could not see him moving. The entire point of table tipping is to let your body, power, and energy be channeled to the spirit realm. Again, precisely what an Ouija board is. When a Ouija board planchette moves, that means your hand moves, which means your elbow and arm connected to your hand moves. Sometimes people move their entire body in order to follow the planchette if it moves to the further side of the board for them. Now, this is not the same thing, but you know, an incredibly heavy wood table with a power of 5 adults and 2 hands each versus a planchette that has made maybe 3 people with a couple figures each. In my opinion, that's what you're seeing. People doing exactly what is supposed to be done during table tipping, which is moving freely with the energy object, while 2 of my people are the focal point because of the camera again. Again, I've never done this before, nor I have watched any videos of anyone doing it. I intentionally do not watch any other paranormal videos. And my guess would be that in every table tipping thing ever, when it works, all participants' arms must be moving with the force of the table. That's just like basic law of physics. Yes! But it's different having your hands here, and then the table moves, right? If I move, my hand doesn't move. Let's say my phone is the table. If I move the phone, my hand moves, yeah. But if I have my hand here, and I do this, I move the table. Also, the K2 spiking in the chair at the same time was pretty awesome to me, to have dual confirmation of physical energy represented and then the K2 proving the energy exists. That's my perspective on all this. I literally could not give a fuck less to fake a rocking chair move. We just finished the ritual that stirred up awesome activity. A fucked up ritual, which should not be a ritual, which you should be fucking researching. Who are you taking rituals from? Patty. I was stoked on it. Chair thing seemed cool to try, and to that's the overnight video. So hey, if you read all that, I appreciate it. Even had I watched footage beforehand, I still would have posted it as it is, as I will always trust the people I film with until proven otherwise. Anyway, see you next Wednesday with a scary den. I don't fucking know what that is. Connor, let's go back. So it was around 56, right? Let's go. And because everyone says, we're looking at Connor, Okay, let's look at everyone else. You can see Ginger, you can see Colin, you can kind of see Jerry from this side. Ginger, she's not moving.
What does that?
Dude, this is tripping me out.
Colin doesn't move. Look at that.
Bro, you can feel
Jerry doesn't move.
Someone's thumping on it.
And if we take it like even slower, you won't be able to tell. None of them move. It's what I told you. If I move the down hand, which is the table, yes, my hand will move. From here, though, this is the table. This table, and I do this, I'm moving the fucking table. Okay, this one was bad on so many aspects. You get fucked up people to help you, to give you rituals, to give you whatever, and then you are trying to scientifically prove that Connor isn't moving the table when scientifically we can prove that Connor is moving the table. You are not moving it. No one says you, Elton. No one says you are faking it. We're saying Connor is faking it. So he is American. Look at his face. He's like, I want to say something, but I'm not gonna fucking say it. What that reminds me of. The ritual was fucked up. There was no activity. If you watch Beardo's video, he has said that there are cable lines right on top of the house. And that is what's making the equipment go off. It literally like goes on electrical things. The electrical lines right on top, like telephone lines, whatever that is. I will link Beardo's video. That will make them go off. There was no paranormal activity. Yes, I saw a man in the top hat, but that was it. Again, also though, you don't put historical fact into it. You just make up shit. You really just making up shit. And that can also be dangerous. Because we've said, based on what's energy, what you are feeding, that will get created. So we have said that they have created a whole new haunting. It was a place was fine, and they created a whole new haunting just by spreading the word of mouth and creating that energy. By you saying that children were murdered with no historical evidence, that will make it worse. I can't say about the witch. That might have been historical. That's why I'm not touching on it. I have to do my research on it, and honestly, I can't be bothered to do that. I'm bothered to do the research on angels and demons. Shut up! With the angels and demons and deity work. In witchcraft. I'm here to help you develop critical thinking skills. And maybe some survival skills. I didn't have that in Ireland, but I'm fine. The whole UK and Ireland thing, is this what's gonna continue? Because it's bad. It is bad. I thought, now with Corey gone, that's gonna be better. I like Jerry as an addition because he's the only empathic one. Or sympathetic. He's more open. But they are bad. And again, do something with your fucking music. And the fucking sounds. We want to hear you, not the background. Music. Why am I doing this to myself? Huh? Why? I'm gonna go. Because I'm here for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours of my life wasted on this. 2.5 hours. Bye.